proper animation for mouth movements, they superimposed the mouths of
Footage.
the actors uh onto the cells. So it looks really weird. It's like it kind of works in a way, but it's like really janky and like for some reason I just can't stop watching it. Hello everyone and welcome to the pre-show. I'm your host Dust Me. Wouldn't you like to know what I've been talking about? Uh in the call we got some people including whistling Towakoy.
I have a train whistle since Cole is busy at the moment.
I've got a train whistle too. I've actually got two of them, but shh.
I know, but we're being silly train people.
In the call, we also have CMC.
I did notice you went live before I had a chance to update the titles.
Oh, would you like me to stop?
Now
No.
they're done.
All right, cool.
What's done is done.
I figured it'd be a good idea to cut into the middle of my explaining something that no one needs to know. Nah, everyone needs to know. It's Clutch Cargo, baby! Have y'all ever heard of the show Clutch Cargo? I hadn't until Ivy showed me. It was a series in the 1950s, that had like one season, and each episode is 5 minutes long, and 5 of them make a full arc. They are, in that classic 1950s way, a little bit problematic at points. And you already heard me talk about mouth movements, I think. I don't know, I forgot where I cut in. Anyways, also in the call, we have CMC. I already said you.
Yes, you did.
But you're important, so hi, pet. And we also, with no less importance, have Tech Stallion.
Well, so we can set the title, right? What are we doing today?
And Towakoy. What are
I'm
we...
back once more.
Yes. What are we doing today? Wondering who murdered Circuit. I swear it wasn't me.
Hey, I'm already going to be set with a rap, mainly because everyone thinks I would.
The answer is whomever made Beat Saber.
Also, I am debating whether or not to buy a caboose.
Cole, as your friend, I should say no. As a train enthusiast, I say do it.
Look
Where
at
would you
it.
put the question?
It's HO scale. I probably wouldn't go
Not
for the
that
Grand
big.
Trunk Western one. I'd probably go for like Canadian National though, because like, all right, if it was just Grand Trunk Railway, that'd be one thing. Because Grand Trunk and Western is different, sort of, slightly, to the bit of the Grand Trunk system that I care about. All right, so the Grand Trunk system, basically started with one line that went from Montreal to Portland, and that was called the Grand Trunk. Like the Grand Trunk Railway, whatever. Yeah. And that's the bit I care about
Very
most.
creative back then.
When they were expanding the system, around like the 1900s or so, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong with my dates. But like they expanded westward, and through the Canadian government, they got basically the money that they thought they would need to build a railway all the way west, but it turned out to be a lot more harder than they expected. The railway went bankrupt. They couldn't pay back the loan that they got from the Canadian government, and then next thing you know, the Grand Trunk got lumped into the subsidiary of Canadian National.
Oh.
As far as my understanding goes. Don't quote me on all that. It's been a bit since I read about it. And
Also, the one Canadian in the call, DM, had a
DM21.
physical reaction.
Hey.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's neat, and then I had the, oh no, type of voice, and I went, oh, that doesn't sound good.
In fairness, Canadian National these days is different from Canadian National back then. It used to be a kind of supported by like part of the Canadian government railway. It was weird. Basically, how Canadian National formed, to my understanding, which should be taken with a grain of salt, was the Canadian National Railway was formed out of the defunct railways that were all going bankrupt at one point, and they just kind of lumped them all into their own system so that way they could keep the railroads going with government subsidy at the time, I guess. I don't know. I need to look into it more. But yeah. And then, yeah. I think that's how it started. I don't know. Once again, it's been a while since I read about it. Grand Trunk, though. The OG Grand Trunk. The OG original Grand. That one, when it was started in like as the construction of two separate railway lines to build this one railway. It's weird how it all worked out, but it was the Atlantic and St. Lawrence and the St. Lawrence and Atlantic, the Canadian company to build one section and the American company to build the other section, both meeting up in Island Pond, Vermont, which is right at the very corner of the state. And that's why I have some interest in it. Also, like, I keep running into people who had relatives that worked for the Grand Trunk at some point. Anyways, that's not why we're here.
And we also have a Suki.
I just realized you couldn't see the caboose at all because I wasn't showing it.
Nope. But Cole, that's why we love you.
I am so good at streaming. Thank you for all listening to my very tired ramblings about railways that I kind of sort of know about. That I need to read more about. I don't have confidence. Anyways, we have Suki.
Did we get through everyone?
Did we get through everyone? I don't know. There's more people than there were. Suki! We have Suki.
Yep. Yep.
DM21.
Hey.
A main circuit.
Oh, where would I go?
That sounds healthy.
Is he dying?
All the places.
No, we are not doing this again. We've done it at least 3 times.
No.
4 would just be bad.
No. I'm just the way the sound is going out.
What?
I'm wondering.
What?
Yeah, you
Oh.
would coming
You went
through fully.
Oh, as the sound we heard.
This is
I just
true.
went. Oh, where'd I go? I just.
Oh.
Where?
Well, you went to
There's
Maybe
suddenly
you just have to
silence.
have a
It's like,
song
no,
just
don't
right.
tell me. No. That is not what that was.
That's how you are the main circuit.
This is true.
Oh,
Uh,
fun fact about circuits at work today. Some yahoo who closer to my house than my work, they decided to take out a telephone pole.
Oh no.
And cause my area to have to be turned on, turned off, then turned back on, then turned back off again.
Sorry, it hit me, and I have to address it. Did you pronounce that Yahoo?
Yes,
It's a Yahoo.
yeah, I heard that too.
it is a dialect thing.
I prefer Toa's version. It's more fun to me.
Hey, have you ever heard of China's off-brand search engine? It's called Yahoo. Yay, who? By the way, there's also a knockoff chocolate drink. It's called Yoho.
Perfect.
Fire light for me.
Yeah, I had to deal with about 30 minutes to an hour of stuff not working and not being able to sell. Which it happened around breakfast, so that means when I went on my break during that time, I got that food that would have gone to waste.
I will say I absolutely should not buy this because I just bought a bunch of pants today. But also, tempting.
Cole, again, as a friend, don't
Oh,
buy
it's
it. As a
tempting.
train enthusiast, buy it.
Also, I know that things are going to get more expensive when it comes to model trains. We don't need to get into that, but, like, I will say, things ain't looking good, Chief. The model railroad
No, they are
industry
not.
is probably not going to be faring well if things don't change soon. I've read some articles from various model railroad and railroad related publications, and tell you what, it does not instill confidence in me.
Yeah, it's not just the model railroads, it's a lot of
It's
things.
everything.
Yes, but it will have a very heavy effect on model railroads, because here's the thing about the model railroad industry. It's very small compared to just about everything else. Think about it.
Yeah.
How many
Yeah.
nutcases like me do you know?
Honestly,
Not very many.
more than
Okay.
I thought, less than you think.
Okay. If you mean like you, as in specifically in the same exact obsession, that's 1 point. Nutcases like you, as in people that behave the exact same way. You I work in insurance, bro.
Yep.
Wait, are there people like me in insurance?
But more like the people more like customers that I dealt with on an
Oh, yeah.
that's where I knew he was
Don't
coming
hurt
from.
yourself.
I've bumped into a few other train nerds.
True. Oh, you know,
Chugga, woohoo.
I was looking around the YouTubes today, and I found a train YouTube channel, which was interesting. It's not my type of train YouTube channel. It's a model train YouTube channel, sure. It's got a very generic sounding name. And you can tell that the guy who's running it is trying to run it like a YouTuber. If you know what I mean.
Oh god.
Yeah. It's funny because, like, he's got an intro sequence. But, like, it's a model train YouTube channel, right? And you would think that an intro
Markiplier
sequence...
style or Mr. Beast style?
I am too old. But, okay, here's the thing. Like, he's got an intro sequence, right? And it's, like, got, like, all these, like, trying way too hard to be cool rock-sounding guitars in the background. And you would think that in a model train YouTube channel, your intro sequence would be a bunch of videos of trains running around your layout or something, right? Right? I would think so. Some, cute little tiny scenery, trains doing that thing. No, instead he drives up in a pickup truck, puts on a cowboy hat, and then walks into his shed where he works on things. I'm like, bruh, you are trying way too hard to seem cool for a hobby that is objectively not cool. And keep in mind,
Okay.
think that's
Neither of the two
I love model
content creators I
trains.
named.
I love model trains.
That sounds hilariously awesome. I just want to see a video like that where it's got like fires and explosions and just like welcome to the channel. It's just like then it guy comes up in a truck. He's just like it's like blaring like somebody like they took off the muffler just to make it as loud as possible. Comes out. It's just a stinky guy. Hello, I'm Ed. I like trains.
I will say also this guy feels
You
like,
know, just all quiet in the menu. Just like this is my favorite.
Are you
train.
ready for extreme model training?
Hey,
Are you ready to talk about a
If-
train?
also like
I don't.
that I think could actually get some steam and be a good channel.
Yeah, that would be. I think that would just be hilarious. Just go so over the top, like you're expecting some guy to just suddenly jump out. Dude, there's a train right here. It's just this like this mousy guy that you would normally see, just like they just barely turn on the camera. It's like, hi, I'm Ed.
That would be funny, actually.
I know, right? That would be so stupid hilarious.
You all are just describing what Gomez Adams would do for his model train YouTube
Gomez
channel.
would not do that.
No, Gomez wouldn't go that far.
No, he would not. No. He would do it in a dark basement. He would have cobwebs all over and just like, hello, welcome to the train station. I have
Welcome
with
to
me
the train
my
station.
beautiful.
Have a look around.
I have my caboose right here. I
You
also
do
have
know
my
he
wife.
blew up his trains, right?
It's funny because, like, so I saw a compilation of all the train crashes from the Addams Family, which apparently happens a lot, and it's usually the same shot every time. And then the next season they reshot it and then did the same thing. It's interesting because, like, I've also seen videos where people have, like, overanalyzed to see what he was running, and, like, I mean, he had some classic 1950s Lionel going around, which makes sense because, like, availability.
1950s.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't see him like coming like having an intro with a bunch of explosions and just kind of dude brooding the opening.
Yeah,
It
probably
just
not.
it feels a lot more subtle than just like hello, welcome to the train. You know, just
How about
I
with
would
the,
still
I
say there
got
would be more
miniatures
explosions
across
than
the
you would
board
think.
but I'm not doubting there would be more explosions. Apparently, from the sounds of it, I'm just not. I'm just saying that he wouldn't exactly come on like dude bro and do it.
True.
It would just be more subtle, more relaxed, more just
and it comes out of nowhere at the end of the video.
yeah.
There was a point in the video that I was watching where like he was putting together like the track section. He recently got a bunch of like chunks of model railway from an old defunct club that were just kind of in storage, and he got the whole layout for like $1, which cool, awesome. That's actually pretty freaking great if you have space for it. And anyways, he was putting it all together, but like one of the sections of track was all janked up, which can happen. And like he filmed himself like fixing it, which cool normally, but he like had it all high speed with a bunch of like over the top guitars in the background. It's like, bro, you're trying a little bit too hard here. It's like an objectively not interesting task. You don't have to go that far over the top, man.
It just sounds like Craig was it Craig from GameSack when he does his like closing the random skit closing videos now. A lot of them he's just like over exaggerating really poorly done YouTubes, but it just sounds like something that would be done like that,
Possibly.
Well,
maybe.
I don't watch GameStack, so I wouldn't know.
I will
Oh,
say, like, he does seem to have some, like, good instructional stuff, too. So, hey, you know what? It's not like it's a terrible channel, but, like, damn. It's like...
It feels like he's trying way too hard for the material.
It's like, I appreciate it to some degree, but also it's just like, no.
Chill, my dude.
Just like... There's another channel that I watch that's, like, way more low-key. Like run by like a much younger guy from like Canada who's like super chill, and he's just like fixing model trains on his layout and doing like layout updates and stuff. It's called like SMT Mainline. Really good channel. I love it because like you get to watch him just like take old model trains, take them apart, figure out what's wrong with them, see if they can run again. And it's pretty chill and low key. It's like, I'm
not gonna lie. I hear SMT Mainline, and my brain immediately went somewhere else. I'm imagining like obscure JRPGs because SMT Shin Megami Tensei.
Oh yeah.
No, I can totally see something like that.
Yeah.
Got overtaken by Persona.
No, it's still around. It's just Persona's become.
I know. Persona's become more mainstream.
It's more mainstream.
Well, it's become the U.S. mainstream, while it's just got its wings everywhere else too. So yeah, Persona's going to be a lot more prevalent to us because we latched onto that a lot harder than Shin Megami. Not to say that we haven't been grabbing onto Shin Megami as well now.
If I remember correctly, SMT Mainline stands for Scrumptious Model Trains.
God damn it! That is such a direction.
Okay, Suki?
I was gonna say, Circuit is right. Like mainline Shin Megami Tensei took off way. It is more of a mainstay on the Japanese side. Like really, yeah. Persona. Well, we latched on Persona more in the West because I think that was really the first of their games that really kind of actually
had good production values, and they actually put effort to bring it out.
And I think that was mainly Persona 3 was the one that really caught the West.
Yeah, pretty much. Persona 2 was like a horrible editing job. Persona 1 was a horrible editing job, and they tried to make it its own line called Revelations. Persona 2, they literally released the back half of a 2-part story, which you can still play it, but it's hilarious that they did that, of all things. But granted, in Persona 1, you literally have to fight a revived Hitler, so fair enough. But but yeah, and the only other Shin Megami Tensei we really got before Persona 3 really hit was Revelations the Demon Slayer, which was a really weird Pokemon knockoff clone on Game Boy Color, and none of these were advertised all that well to begin with.
Did we get Digital Devil Saga before 3 as well?
We did get Digital Devil. We did get Digital Devil Saga. I do have the copies of. No, 3 came first. 3 came first, but that was also like stupid hard mode, so that probably might have turned off some people.
Because I actually own a copy of both Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2.
Me too.
Okay.
I only ever played like an hour of 1 before I was before apparently I realized that Digital Devil Saga is one of those series where Atlas does not play nice.
No, it is hardcore Shin Megami in every way. If you are not ready for it, it will eat you alive.
Oh, speaking of Atlas, it looks like Atlas currently has available some 40-foot boxcars in the main central scheme. Nice.
Nice. Also,
I'm getting really concerned with how many parallels there are between Shin Megami Tensei and model trains.
Fair.
Okay, so second, Suki. Digital Devil Saga 1 and 2 both came out in 05.
Yeah.
Persona 3 did not come out until 06.
Yeah, but we were talking about Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne.
Okay.
Yeah, I got Nocturne for the Switch.
Yeah, they HD'd it. Yes, that kind of tells you how Shin Megami is starting to hit in the West now too. Because they wouldn't do that unless it actually was starting to grow legs as well.
A popular fan base behind it, a popular following.
Yeah.
Nocturne was 03, so yeah.
Yeah. Funny enough, Megami Tensei 5, Shin Megami 5 is when it really started to grow legs in the US now as well.
But that's also because people wanted a Persona but didn't have another Persona.
No, it's because they actually made it available and they had better advertising. Like I said, 1 and 2 never made it to the US. 3 was on PlayStation, but it was balls hard. And featured Dante from Devil May Cry, which has become a running gag. But and 4 was on the 3DS, which that's fine and fair, but it also makes it a limited market.
Yeah, I have the 3DS.
And none of this was advertised very well. None of this was advertised very well. They did not put a lot of marketing budget towards all of this.
I don't remember seeing any marketing back in the day for those games.
Yeah.
At the very least, it wasn't as badly marketed.
Not even for Persona 4, and I just came across that on a whim when looking through EB Games one day. It's like, when the heck did this come out? I didn't see any marketing at all, and I almost missed out on it because I didn't know that it was released.
Yeah, they were not very good with marketing Persona, but it wasn't one of their like big titles here in the West until like Persona 4 really hit off. That's when they really started to throw things behind it.
Let's not forget the bad marketing they did for their crossover with Fire Emblem and Persona.
No, they knew what they were doing there.
And yet,
it's not a bad game. It's not a bad game.
I didn't say it was a bad game. I said poor marketing.
Oh hey, I think I've seen this engine in real life.
Neat.
174, I think. I'll have to review my photos. I saw 175 recently.
I hear voices again.
Oh right, we should actually like do something aside from like me scrolling model train websites.
Oh, I'm absolutely doing something.
Wait.
I'm absolutely doing something right now, in fact.
Ooh, what you doing?
I'm trying to finish this drawing because I did not have any good opportunity to do so.
Oh, okay. You see, it's funny you should mention.
So, what are you thinking, Paul?
I was going to suggest Garctic Foam, but now I know you're drawing, maybe I shouldn't.
I'm using a tablet, but you do what you do for your pre-show. I am not to step on it.
Okay.
My only problem is I'm learning. I actually have the drawing kind of complete. I'm just trying a different coloring method with key lock frames, and it's a difficult process.
Well, let's see here. We are.
Kai suggests we suplex the train.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy.
Pretty sure that was a Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy 6.
Ah, okay.
Yep, it was actually a code mistake. They did not they forgot to make it so you couldn't suplex a train. So yeah, you ended up with Sabin being able to suplex a ghost train.
That is amazing.
And it is so amazing. It's become a lore now. It's just the funny thing that everybody laughs at.
He's going down for the count. 1, 2,
I just know
3.
that
You're
I
out.
saw it
actually-
on a GDQ run.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Final Fantasy, did I tell you that I learned something interesting about the Final Fantasy series at this last Anime Week in Atlanta?
No, I haven't heard, but I'm intrigued.
That because we showed off for our panel, we showed off a footage from an OVA that was called Final Fantasy Legend of the Crystals.
Oh, Legend of the Crystals. I know exactly what you're talking about, but please go ahead.
I did not know that was in universe in Final Fantasy V.
Yep.
I didn't
know either. It took me the longest time to figure that out because they didn't. Well, there's a reasons for that, but go ahead.
Well, I mean, I'll be perfectly honest. Final Fantasy V probably would have done better in the West if it had glowing ass cheeks too.
Yeah, I guess you got that one right. Well, but lasers coming out of your butt would definitely get some attention.
Yeah.
Well, we do have time to play a Jackbox game. But what?
The intrigue, the mystery, the fact that we don't have Toa anymore and probably won't for the rest of the pre, or at least a good chunk of it.
Oh, right.
You assume that.
I do.
Oh.
I stand corrected.
Corrected we stand.
Well, last time you got called away, you literally vanished for like a few hours. So, color me intrigued, okay?
Well, yesterday I went to an arcade and I had fun.
Well, who's not to say you just didn't go to an ice cream shop?
If I went to an ice cream shop, I wouldn't show pictures of the creation. Oh, look, that's the ice cream bar I keep now.
That's not content creation. Look at this ice cream I created. No, you paid somebody to scoop it for you.
Look at this ice cream cone.
I'm still listening, by the way, because I love having wireless headsets. Yay!
Look at this graph. Oh, we could play Bidiots.
Look at this waffle cone. Every time I do, I wonder. I wonder many things. What's Bidiots?
Bidiots is a game where you, like,
make bad drawings and then bid on them.
Yes.
Bid on them, yeah.
Oh, right.
It's like my two favorite activities, eBay and Scribbles. We could also play Quiplash 3.
This time it's not Quiplash 2?
We could play Quiplash 2. Would you like to play Quiplash 2?
What about Quiplash 4?
No,
That seems fun.
no, it's a joke. Quiplash 3, this time it's not Quiplash 2.
Ah, I get it.
We could play some Quiplash. Would you like to play some Quiplash?
Yeah, all right. I guess we could
Let us mock each other in horrible and fun ways.
Nope. Let us quip each other to the lash.
What is this?
That
You
would
make
be
a
an attention.
bookstore now? Look at that. That is so cute.
Oh no, he found Barnes & Noble. Quick, run!
He said a bookstore, not a. I got nothing.
Oh, they have like a whole little street of these weird little buildings. Interesting.
Oh no.
I'm not gonna get
get
them
full.
because I don't have any like room for them on my layout fixtures, but it's like kind of neat. I like to see what's available, you know. All right, let's play some Jackbox. I should find the OBS window and hide this.
Yep. Because I'm watching stream. And there it is.
All right.
Also
there
share
we
your
go.
screen with us.
There we
See
go.
a second, you're not the only one we do it to.
Where is There we go. And I need a... This one
And
here.
people wait for Cole.
Jack.
Hello, child.
Very risky
Lean
move.
forward, don't I?
Oh, so, like, I got a new toaster a year ago, and I finally plugged it in a couple weeks ago, and tell you what, it makes some freaking good toast. In other news in Coal World, I made stew today.
Ooh, what type of stew?
Or yesterday, rather. I made beef
Stew
stew.
flavored.
I made
Stew
beef stew,
flavored.
but, like, I added, like... I normally add, like, a lot of garlic, but I also added a lot of paprika, and oh my god, it's got some zazz to it, if you know what I mean.
I made your
Yeah, but-
pie. Oh boy,
I
what
would
flavor
balance it
pie?
out with some minced onion.
What about
Good
minced
old
onion?
beef stew.
Minced, as in, like, little bits of it, dried, prepared.
Oh.
Yeah, that and garlic balance each other out very well.
I just chop an onion and, like, start the stew with that. Like, I start the stew by, like, chopping up an onion, pop it in the pot, in my Dutch oven, and I, like, cook it a little bit till it's, like, kind of semi-see-through. I add the meats, I add the broth, and then I add the vegetables, and then I let it go on low heat for, like, an hour or so.
Alright, that's everybody in the call, and I think
Alright.
to get the thing going, we should just run with it.
Yep.
Let's go.
Whiplash 3.
This is Quiplash 3, the quips of our fathers. I'm your host, Schmitty, and you're now all my best friends.
That's
and if you're
appropriate.
not in the game, you can still kind of be in the game. Just
That's
punch in the
sigh.
room code and join the audience. Here's round 1. You're about to see a couple of different prompts on your device. Enter your best response for each, then go head-to-head against another player's best stuff. Oh, and everyone else gets to vote on their favorite. Points are scored based on the percentage of people who choose your response. Let's quip.
Okay, that's a prompt.
Oh, alright.
Oh no!
I don't think I've got anything good.
Why am I the one making
Time's
answers like
winding
this
down. Use a
today?
safety quip if you have to.
Huh.
The universe has decided to reverse itself for us, I guess.
I'm not confident my answers are gonna get laughs, but I put
I am
answers in.
so ready for this next part.
All right, let's see.
And the first prompt is the sexiest dessert.
Huh. Death by chocolate. The Rainbow Dash split.
Vote away.
Wait, do we have an uneven number of players?
We do.
Oh wait, that wasn't Schmitty.
No, just The unoriginality.
Smitty only shows up at the end.
I liked it.
Thank you, Cole.
Finding monkey chunks in your beef stew.
All right, people.
A
it's
foot
voting
still attached
time.
to your ex.
What?
I guess that.
I think that just means they're present and they kicked your food.
Basically.
And
That's
next,
better than what I was thinking.
an excuse for being late that will make people stop asking questions fast.
Think about SpongeBob ruining potato salad.
I was out of paper and had some old sushi.
Okay, choose your favorite.
I had to avoid crapping my pants.
One of these was creative.
No, they're both saying the same thing.
Look, we can all agree diarrhea is the best way to get people to stop asking.
Fair.
Moving right
Yeah,
along.
someone with that type of issue,
Nothing will
yeah.
wake you up faster than a nice hot cup of blank in the morning.
Nice hot cup of. Oh God, he's talking about trains again. Or chili
Your
comic.
favorite.
Fair.
I feel bad for voting for this one.
Nah, I
that's
accept
it.
it.
Let's see the next one. A better name for comic books would be blank.
Better than the movies. DEI books.
Okay, everybody, pick your favorite quip.
DEI.
I
Oh, I think I know where he's going, but that is
I
just...
hope Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated.
I would
Damn
like
it,
to think.
Blaine.
I would like to think so, but I really don't know, and I'm
I heard
afraid
a
to
lot of
ask.
things
Next
about
up,
DI being
The
inserted
title
to
of a
comic books
mixtape you would make
years
for your
ago.
boss.
Do you even know what that is?
Diversity and inclusion.
Now it's
Uh,
time to vote for your
Dude.
favorite.
Dairy of a very short, very straight man. Songs that make you want to give me a raise.
Dude, comics has always been diverse. What the heck?
I
I don't know, it was the last one I ran out and I had to think about it.
We're just gonna walk away from it. here.
yeah, let's not.
Never have too many
Yeah.
blank.
You never have too many pony plushies. Commuter options. Expand high-speed
Now it
rail.
gets real. Pick your favorite.
You know what? I agree with
Oh,
what
commuter options. Okay.
I admit, I thought that's a computer option, which yeah, I would agree with, but on a different reason.
I do like this plan. Let's go for more. Let's get more rail.
The pony plushies were strong,
rail
but
tonight.
we need more commuter options.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I would settle for just like more frequency at this point.
And that was round one.
Give
No,
me
I
some
would
more.
settle for, I would go for more options because god damn it, I do not have many options in my area.
Fair. Yours is at midnight. I know. We met at the train station.
We did.
That was at the train
Ooh.
right on
That's
time.
6 o'clock in the morning.
Real in round two.
Yeah, I ran out of
prompts
time
are
on the
more
second one,
demanding, so
which was the
I've
block.
doubled the points.
I have something that I need to tread very carefully around.
God damn it! There's like I want to do the obvious answer.
Time's running out. Safety quip it if you have to.
Yeah, I ran out of time on the second one again.
I just didn't want to do the obvious.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
see 'em.
I know that feeling. but I also
Suki,
I
I
kind
feel
of
like I'm
tried to
against you
different.
on the second question.
Uh-oh, what scary conspiracy
Yeah.
are they talking about this year?
That this was the good timeline.
Pick a winner.
They're turning the frogs gay.
I mean,
Oh.
they change?
Look, I appreciate the meme, but I don't know, something something about the fact, something about the other
Let's
one
keep
just
it going.
hit better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had an original thought and I went, no, away from that.
A Morocco strippers joint.
Time to pick the one you like best.
Turn in if you like ice cream and waffles.
I mean,
What?
I do love me
Yeah,
some
that
ice
was the
cream
better one.
waffles.
See, ice cream and waffles. Who doesn't
What's
love
in
ice cream and
Morocco?
waffles?
Even if I came up with a better
And
one, I
now-
would still have lost.
People would pay good money to see historical footage of blank.
Unpopular people getting nut kicked. Hitler being kicked in the
Alright,
ball
choose your
over and over.
Oh.
At least
You know what? I'm going for the one that's historical.
I tried to expand. Yes, I could have just gone with Hitler, but I tried to go further.
Hey, and remember I also put in the fact that there was only one ball.
And here we have
Yes, you did.
God sent this.
You actually did. Okay, you know what? I'll accept the loss.
Oh, I see what some of the people had.
Rednecks and cats are the true saved souls of this world.
Decisions. Choose your favorite.
Yeah, I had nothing.
No, Suki, I agree though.
Okay, what's next?
All hail the
You know
cats.
your mechanic is ripping you off when they tell you this.
Your headlight is out. Been smashed.
All right, vote for the one you like
We've been
best.
trying to reach you about warranty. About why does that make me think? Why does it make me think he's having like a stroke when he's at the end there? We've been trying to reach you about warranty.
I couldn't
honestly,
fit the
hold
whole
on.
thing in, and I was panicking.
Hold on, I think it actually made it. It made it more for me. It made it for me.
Thank you.
I imagine.
Same reason I have the leash.
Here's the fun part. Pick your favorite.
No one would look for valuables there.
You know what? One of these I have to support.
The way you say that scares me.
And
Thank
the
you.
thing left
Thank
of
you.
it is even
Further
funnier.
ado, you woke up covered in chocolate sauce next to a live pig. Where were you last night?
Oh.
I think Circuit overdid the alcohol content.
And now
The
pick
Muppets
your
know how to
favorite.
party.
Real.
Yeah.
They do know how to party.
That was a really solid answer.
I didn't have enough space to type everything I
The
wanted.
Muppets do know how to party.
That was like the best answer all game, Toa.
That was
Yeah.
a round
Oh,
two.
I
for the
figured if
ages.
I'm next
Let's
to
see
a
how you
live
did.
pig and I'm covered in chocolate sauce, I might as well go for the best option.
Go for the
And
safe
you-
work option for how that happened.
Points.
I was trying to go for Circuit overdid the alcohol content on its meat.
Lead. On your device, you'll see a
Yeah, funny you
Finding
say
out on
that.
the second one
three
tonight.
separate responses. Got all that? Good. And seeing how we have an odd number game, you'll be squaring off against me. Technology,
Oh,
right?
joy.
I'm gonna die for this, but I don't care.
Well, I'm locked in.
Yep, same.
Not like I am locked in, but like, it's locked in.
No, I know. Also, isn't it funny how language has evolved even in our short ideas of having people stay inside and then come out?
I think the youths are right about the locked in thing, because it sounds so good.
Okay.
Well, beware the crash out.
I don't know if I've got something good, but it's giving me slight giggles.
3 most important rules of your own private tickle club.
Whoa.
Bring your A game. Bring a lot of water. Don't go below the belt. Must participate. Must laugh. Must be ticklish.
Time to pick the one.
Oh God, I don't know which one's Schmitty.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna go for the innuendo.
Oh, I picked right.
Yay!
Well, great job. 3 things on your to-do list if you could spend the day with Albert Einstein.
Figure out the meaning of life. Skip school. Get an automatic PhD. Shampoo, conditioner.
Okay,
Brush that
everybody,
pretty.
pick your favorite quip.
I think
What?
somebody forgot what the question was.
Either that or we're hitting on something we did not expect from somebody.
Why do I get the feeling the second one is Toa?
Nope.
No, I think.
So why are we hitting on Albert Einstein?
I'm just saying that, like, with a little bit of work, his hair might be better.
You would say to a wolf disguised as your
I also don't
grandma.
know science.
But look how big you are. Look how furry you are. Oh, what big eyes you have. What big ears you have. When did you last
Okay,
shave?
Choose your favorite.
Oh, wow. That was a tough one.
Oh man, I thought it'd be closer than that.
Well, the Awu
I was
did it.
The
on the
Awu
fence.
is what sold it.
Must ask
I
the
know
person
the woo
in
is
the
was
house.
my punchline right off the bat.
Hey, at least, okay, so that's what I get for not doing the dick joke in that.
Now
Okay.
it's time to vote for your favorite.
I didn't do a dick joke. I did a flirtation joke. There's a difference.
No, no, because I would have gone for the dick joke.
Who died in there? Did a group of people come? Was there a voodoo doll? Has there been any damage? Where's the bathroom? There ghosts in the toilet?
I
Very
got
few
turquoise.
Phasmo
it took me-
references there.
I got
Toa.
turquoise reference, but it took me a little too long, and
Yeah,
it wouldn't have got
but,
me
uh,
anyway.
Final scores.
Yeah, Circuit. I almost said what a big bolt you.
Okay, yeah, that would have definitely.
CMC
That-
wins!
That could have won. Just saying.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, but I didn't want to do the obvious, and I didn't want to go low hanging. I actually wanted to try to be creative.
It's okay,
In all
it's
honesty,
okay.
that's kind of what I went with mine too.
I was like, this is an
and
easy
we've got
pass
good
over.
top answers of the game.
Some pretty good answers right there.
I still love the fact that the whole thing about Hitler having one testicle led to the fact that in Sniper Elite that's a fucking achievement.
Yep.
Wait,
Shoot
really?
Hitler in the ball.
Yeah, in Sniper Elite games, when you get to the point that you shoot Hitler, there's an achievement for shooting him in his one testicle.
That is good. That's good. I approve.
I forget if they do it. I forget if is it every Sniper Elite that hang on. I gotta look this up now. Sniper.
Go right ahead. I'm struggling to get this last thing done here.
All right. Well, that. I'm dying.
Oh God! Wait, is this? Let's see. Target. Okay.
Well, that's our pre-show. Circuit, what's going on the main show?
Well, at the moment, I'm struggling mightily to try to finish this stupid idea that I had.
It's okay. It's okay. We can
But
stall.
while I'm struggling mightily to give a brief heads up on what is going to be happening, Well, it is the end of time. It is the best of times. It is the worst of times, but it is definitely the end of times, or at least the end of BabsCon. So we are going to talk about mine, and if anybody else pops up, some experiences with BabsCon. I think I was the only one in the main show that actually went, though.
I think so. The only thing I have to say on the matter is I watched some of the live stream for Mayhem, and I gotta say that was like really freaking good concert. Like holy crap.
Yeah, I wish it was on better reasons for it to happen, but the fact that it did and it went off really well is pretty awesome. So
Yeah.
I think overall the con goers had the best experience possible with everything considered. So
That's good.
yeah, so I am going to talk about what happened. Just how the last con was, or at least as much as I was able to experience it, because I unfortunately, in my efforts to make an awesome charity item, I got a con crud.
Oh no.
Right near the end of the con, so there was no way I could go to Mayhem, let alone the fact that we wanted to drive out at like 5 in the morning. The concert would end at 2 in the morning. So
no, that math don't math right.
There would have been a lot of pain to pull it all off, which I would have made an attempt. I made some of think of an attempt if I wasn't also sick at the same time. So there's a lot to happen, but we also there's a lot to talk about too, as well as the fact that I've learned how to better prepare if I ever do anything like this again. But yeah, no, we are going to be talking about BabsCon. So that is going to be, yep, that's the plan. Feel free to keep stalling for a little while longer, though.
Okay.
Actually,
first off,
stalling.
just want to bring up one of the things that you can get on Walters that is in stock and new is like a little shipping container with like a vent on the side and a stack. I just think it's neat.
Why?
Well, actually, that could be the starter of like a container, like a cargo container house.
Well, it's a transload facility boiler house, apparently.
You know what? That makes sense. Because remember, oh wait, actually, you could make a MythBusters reference in that.
Probably
because they did have the cargo container as a bunker for experiments.
Right.
They did.
I think the only thing I know is I did find the bad ideas. The Reese's PB&J.
Now, did you find the grape or the strawberry?
Both.
Ooh.
We were at the other store in the area, and just right next to the clearance candies, there was also a clearance candy rack still in the seasonal area, butted up against the shelving. And when you pull it away from the shelving, that entire side was untouched. So if anyone wants, I could potentially go back and get more for the bad idea of Reese's peanut butter and jelly with grape and strawberry.
As I would honestly hit you up on that if it wasn't for the fact I know there would be no way I would be able to try it until Cider Fest.
Oh jeez.
And then we would have old horrible PB&J chocolate.
Oh.
And I'll be perfectly honest. I didn't think they were that. I thought they were okay.
So remember, he is coming to Everfree.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
Well then, yeah, but that's still 6 months away, so that's still something.
Speaking of Everfree, I
4 months. 4 months.
booked my hotel.
So,
well, I already got the hotel booked. I got to book my flight.
Simply refer to it as bad idea because it's a thing between me and my brother when there is just, okay, this weird brand has put out a bunch of some weird new thing. It started with getting all the weird Oreo flavors and just, you want to try a bad idea? Sure, let's try a bad idea. And see which one of us is willing to eat the rest of the container. or if it just goes to the birds.
Well, considering you're talking about the Oreo ones, I can kind of see where you're going with that.
Yeah, some of the Oreos were interesting. Some of them were just, if you had put, I think it was the Pop Rocks one, which they baked them into the cookie, so they didn't have their pop anymore.
Oh, that's weird.
If it had been in the,
That is
if it had been
question.
in the frosting, it would have been better.
All right, good news. I finished what I was trying to do here, getting it uploaded now. Perfect. Okay, and then I guess we'll start getting ourselves ready for the main show here.
Do you want a Halloween promotional set of a haunted mansion with a jack-o'-lantern balloon?
That's actually kind of awesome.
It does look pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but that is a whole layout in and of itself, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. Oh, actually, no. Okay, so it's got the haunted mansion, which that is honestly a pretty cute little haunted mansion.
Oh, is it just the mansion and the balloon?
I think so, yeah. And if you look
Everything
at
else is just set dressing?
Yeah. Honestly, this looks
Okay.
really cute.
Yes.
It needs some paint, of course, as these buildings usually do, but, like, it's got, like, pumpkins and crap, and it's got, like, skulls. That's, like, really cool. A little cannon. That is pretty neat. That is pretty nifty. It's got little ghosties that you can put in the window.
Little things in those side windows, or are those posters?
They're like paper cutouts that you can put in, but you don't have to. If you want to, you could just have the clear plastic to look like glass. I've had other building kits from Faller that are the same way. It's really just kind of up to you. That's the nice thing about kits. You can build them the way you want them to. If the instructions don't suit your fancy, you can build it your own way. Just, you
I
have to
like
get
the
crafty.
widow's peak on that.
I know, right? Also, that is a nice balloon.
That is pretty swag.
Yeah. Anyways, right, Circuit. Are you ready for main show?
Yep, I believe I should be good and ready to go now.
Cool.